Beefius, and I'm here for another Heroes of the Storm video. Now, I'm going to do this a little bit differently than how I was doing it before. What I'm going to be trying out is a replay analysis. So, for now, I'm usually just playing quick match, and I did a particularly good one with Gazlowe. So, where's our buddy Gazlowe? Right over here, one of my most played characters. It was a game that I thought went pretty well. So, we're going to go ahead and check that out. Gazlowe is one of the, is a fairly interesting one. He's been changed from a specialist to a bruiser when they revamped all the hero classifications. So, yeah, he's one of my favorite quick match characters because, you know, usually you can kind of do your thing. You know, people aren't strict on what you need to play or anything like that, or how you need to play. So he's one of the better ones, and this was like a better game that I had done on Garden of Terror. Not that I've done, it's a game that I think that had some interesting points because of the layout. We had no tank, and did we not have a healer? Yeah, it looks like it was... No, there were healers, Anna and Rhaegar. Yeah. Let's go ahead and check it out. So, we have a very squishy team, and we've got two specialists here. They don't have anything really to push the lanes. We do, myself and the Abathur, but their team fight potential, their burst potential is just, like, crazy good. I wonder if I can look at talents here. No, I can't. Well, not specifically, only once we pick them out. Let's fast forward this a little bit.
The gates shall open in 10 seconds. 5, 4,
So,
3,
essentially, what we have to do here is most people will fight for the lane right in the middle as soon as possible. I go to the top right away just to start getting that pushed, because there's no point in trying to take damage, because the damage is so high and from their team, and our health pools are relatively incredibly low. So there's no point in trying to push them. Rather, I can pressure them. Rather than trying to damage them, I can push the lanes. Once our minions start pushing into the towers, they're going to feel pressure right away, right from the bat. And there's another empty lane here. We have one in the bottom, which the Samuro is going to. That's what the Alarak is looking for. He's looking to pull in somebody squishy, and get in a big hit. And then right here, there's going to be a duel between Sylvanas and the Samuro. I remember this. I was dueling the Tychus. Let's watch the duel with myself and the Tychus. I'm just going to be as annoying as possible. I'm going to... When you feel that you're being overpowered a little bit, always fight under your towers. And then get some free damage on them. Because he's going to get pushed out immediately. Let him use his abilities, and then start getting hits on him. Now, this is a really important part. You see how I'm putting the turrets not in the middle, but in the side, into the bushes where I can see? It makes them last longer. It makes them more difficult to kill with, like, AoE abilities like the grenade. Now I'm soaking up 2 heroes worth of pressure, so it's alleviating a lot of pressure at the bottom and in the middle. Tracer is playing a dangerous game. Did she get away here? No. But still, and remember, we're down a hero just because of Abathur. So we don't have that much coverage to begin with. So we have to keep pushing those lanes to keep them pressured. So, now... I should have been here a little bit earlier, but because I was distracted with that Tracer, trying to help our Tracer, well, not really, but just trying to cover that lane, I was a little late. I should have been here putting up turrets right away. Now, these guys, the Tracer just jumps straight into the middle of a fight. I get here, and I put a bomb right here just to close off their positions. And I put down 2 turrets. There's one here, and I think there was another one that got destroyed. I get chased by the Samuro. Now I need to heal a little bit, so I'm soaking up those orbs. Now, I take a little time just so I can put down a turret there, but by the time I get back, they're already dead. So if I ran straight back right away, we would have lost it. They should have backed off the second the Kira died. And now you're going to see a little exchange between me and the Tracer that I'm not the most proud of. Gaz, did you avoid that team fight completely? Now, this triggered me a little bit, and I'm going to do something which you should never... Oh my god, what a beautiful bombing by the Avatar. Beautiful. So now, because they gave up, they had to establish all 5 of their guys in the middle in order to get that objective. So we're pushing the lanes pretty hard now. And you can see me standing here because I'm typing. So that's why you don't get into fights with people. I got chased by the Sam, but sure, I wasn't there. So don't do this. Okay, sorry for overreacting. See, when you're doing this, when you're in the middle of a team fight, your heart rate gets elevated, you know, your blood gets hot. Wait to calm down a little bit. You should just type something. I should have just typed something like, yeah, I got the Samuro chased me out. I thought you guys were still fighting an even fight, but I forgot that you guys, you know, we still have Abathur, so we're missing a hero. So, now here, I want to pause it right here. Look at this positioning. Most of us, first of all, look at our towers, our lanes. We're pushing pretty evenly, but a little bit forward, but we're missing a hero. We have Abathur, who's going to be either pushing... Where's Abathur right now? I'm not exactly sure. Is he on... He must be on one of the heroes, right? No? Oh, wait, yeah, there he is. It's kind of hard to see. He's right there, right on the hero in the front. So, we're at a pretty even advantage here, but what is it exactly we need to do? I need to be able to set up turrets, and my goal is to keep these guys, because most of them are melee heroes, I want to keep them all crept into this little bottleneck. And by putting a bomb right there, I can split any hero that's from here to here, because they're not going to want to run through, because it's extremely dangerous. So now all I need to do is set up a row of turrets around in a concave position, and that will make it so that anybody that enters that bottleneck will get hit by 3 turrets and get hit by a lot of crap. So I'm charging up my laser. I'm charging it up just to hit them, get as much damage as possible. We need to back out a little bit more, see? Now, here's the problem. Once we set up this concave position, and then this little area needs to be a zone of death. Now, the problem is, with quick match buddies, when you're trying this strategy, some of them are just going to move into the bottleneck that you're setting up against them, because not only... This bottleneck acts as a bottleneck against both teams. They can kind of do a concave just around here, and then if we go into the bottleneck, we die. But the problem is, they're the ones desperate to go through, because they need to get access to this area right here. So, this situation, there's no reason to try to, for any of the blue team people, to try to go through this little bottleneck here, because you're going to get hit by a barrage of skill shots. So let's see what happens. So they're going through. No, but I'm pretty sure we lose this one anyway. Let's see. The Tracer keeps chasing in deep. And then the Alarak flanks from the side. There was no reason for us to try and do that. So at this point now, I realize, because of how low we're at, and the Alarak's at full health, because we lost so much health for no reason, my main goal here is to just distract them a little bit while our Abathur will continue to push or do whatever he can. We got minions up here, and they're going to back out and just get out with everybody alive now. So I'm just going to put down turrets. to block off our escape. Our Tracer keeps... keeps fighting fights for no reason. We already lost the objective here. And I ping that I'm at 8% mana. I'm at pretty low mana. Let's take a look at the talents really quick for Gazlowe. So I took the one that reduces scrap. The scrap reduces cooldowns by 4 times. Now, after a recollection, this is probably not the correct choice. I should have picked the mana one. The reason being is because I have a healer in the fights will naturally last longer because you have a healer, because you have restoration. So my HP will be filled up, but my mana won't be. So if, let's say there was no healer, then this would be the correct one, because even though my mana would be depleting very fast because I'll be keep using abilities, because this ability keeps making my abilities come off cooldown, because my HP is not getting restored, I can hurt, everybody has to hurt out. So I can hurt out more often, and then both my HP and mana get refilled. Here, if I hurt out, only my mana gets refilled. My HP is already refilled, so I'm not getting that much value out of the hurt. So in this situation, the mana would have been better, probably just so I can last a little longer and spam more abilities in the middle of a fight. The bomb, if I put this so that, because I noticed that there were, again, bottlenecks in the fight, and then getting back 2 charges of my turrets is just amazing to make the bottleneck even more. It's like a win more talent here. And the rockets slow enemies by 20%. They have an Alarak, they have a Samuro, they have a Kira, they have a Tychus, which are all pretty close range. So being able to keep them slowed, especially the Kira and the Alarak, is just really good. It's also good when you're escaping the Samuro. So even though we've lost two already, and did we lose a fort yet? No, we didn't. No, we didn't lose a fort. We are still pretty comfortable as far as lanes go. Even though we're short a hero, Abathur is like a little weak until turn 4, but this turn 10, level 10. See, now when I see the Alarak here, you notice how I'm putting all the turrets at the bottom lane? This is just so that I can stick to the edge of the wall, and these will protect me by slowing down the enemy. See, he really couldn't touch me here. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this fort now. And I'm keeping all the turrets near the edge here, but the problem is I'm running out of mana. So it's becoming a real problem. So the Sylvanas is going to finish that off. I should go and replenish myself somehow, so I'm going to hurt out. And then I'm going to come back straight here, and then this is where the game will turn around a bit. Now, it's going to require some setup by me, so I need to get there as soon as I can. But because we have this distraction here, and they just lost a fort, we are at a bit of an advantage. And also, if we get level 10, which we just did... So I picked Grav-O-Bomb. Again, Grav-O-Bomb is really good. Let's pause for a second. If Grav-O-Bomb is really good if, again, it's extreme. If it's too dangerous to go in and just punch them, you can get the auto attack ultimate. But it's so dangerous to come in and try and punch these guys. It's so dangerous. So Grav-O-Bomb will take advantage of their clustered melee group. And let's see what happens. I'm putting down turrets. There's one right here. And they are in a bit of a weird position because it's just so much damage is about to come through. I'm charging a laser just to do more damage to them. And my laser canceled their channel. And I'm just waiting until I can put another one. I put another turret just up here. So slowly, as you can see, they're just getting more whittled. And I just put a Grav-O-Bomb. Look how much damage. It's making it so difficult for the Ana to do anything because they have to keep moving from all the damage that's going everywhere. The only hero is our Tracer, who's taking a little bit too much damage. But besides that, we're all pretty healthy. I caught the Samuro, and then that caused his death. Now, with him down, pretty much they're losing everything. Now, I'm putting the turrets just to block ourselves off. And then I use the last bit of my mana. My mana is basically depleted. I can't do anything. And now I'm just taking the objective now. And now they're starting to really fall behind on on that. So not only this is such a grave blow to them because their chance was to get that third objective in order to actually push the objective, but instead not only did they lose that because we got the ultimates first because we're just a little bit ahead on level, but now the lanes are already pushed in pretty deep now on our side. Now we can take these mercenary camps. This is going to be pushed really quickly because of that ultimate evolution monster. I'm here. I have to constantly replenish my mana, so again, I think it was a bad choice, that first talent. Getting the mana restoration would have helped me quite a lot, because as you can see, I'm getting depleted of my mana all the time. So the mana restoration is really good if you're playing a Gazlowe that it's too dangerous to go into punch, because the punch Gazlowe, a lot of his damage is mana free, because all he has to do is punch. But if they have all this damage potential, then you really need the mana to back you up. And we're just basically pushing without any consequence, really. Now we got to be a little careful here, but looks like I think we're going to get her. So I'm putting a bomb here just to cut off, to limit their mobility. Okay, so then they put up an ultimate here, so I'm going all the way around, and I'm going to start putting up turrets right at the top, so that we can kind of get them from both sides. A little dangerous, but see, by chasing me through all that shit, now they're getting screwed by the turrets. The turrets are slowing them, don't forget that. So it's really a pain for them. Okay, we could have easily just like lost 2 of our guys there. That was very lucky. And where did I get chased to? Where am I? I'm up back here in the middle. See, now the turret is slowing him again, and he just survives. I think, yep. This must be frustrating for the Alarak. So our Tracer's still fighting something. Okay. So I go to the top to try to help the Tracer, but the Tracer's fine by now. I think the Alarak wasted his ultimate there. Sylvanas shouldn't have been there. Oh, did they get the... I guess they did get the objective. Okay. We did pretty good. Again, the main key here was not dying. Can I see? I've died... I haven't died once. The Tracer's died 3 times. Mostly the Tracer just getting in too deep on a team that has way too much damage. Just an absurd amount of damage. The Alarak is pretty good. He hasn't died yet. He's gotten 2 kills. He's done the most damage out of anybody. So they're pushing now, but we're pretty comfortable. They've lost a lot of HP from all those engagements, so we can pretty much defend this pretty easily. I'm coming over here, and I picked the talent to increase the size of my bombs. That was a waste on my part. Nothing too interesting now. Now it's pretty much us just controlling the map. They're getting their night camp, we're getting our night camp. We have pretty good momentum, but again, a bad team fight, which could happen to us, could end the game for us. And because of their damage potential, that threat is real. The Alarak, the Kira, they can all do serious damage to us. The Rhaegar overall has been doing a fantastic job keeping us alive. See, I got killed here, finally. I think they're gonna avenge me. I still have a... No, we're gonna lose people. Okay, at least we got 1 for 2. It's not the worst.
Hero slain.
That was my fault for dying. I shouldn't have died there. I'm not sure why. I was doing something, and then I just got jumped by 3 guys, I think. So we need to put a stop to this. Okay, he's dead. And then they're doing this while the Abathur... Remember, the reason they were able to do that is because they have pressure on us. They have 1 more hero. But they've been ignoring this Abathur who's been doing so much pressure at the bottom. It doesn't even compare to what the Samura was doing at the top. So they have to clean this up, like ASAP. So this gives us... The heroes that we lost, it gives us plenty of time. So I'm just putting down turrets. I'm putting them in a big circle. Once they run through all of this little minefield, they're going to be completely behind. They completely ignored it. There was no way they were going to get that. Now it's starting to look pretty good for us. There's really... Once we get this tower, we're going to be ahead on towers. Or we're equal. They're actually still ahead on towers because they got the objective first. But with the objective... They're pretty far behind. I'm going to put a turret right here. It's a good spot. That closes off that spot. Another turret should be right here. Yep. I put it just exactly where I thought it was going to put. Now, it died really quick, but just to cover the area, I didn't think it would be attacked by all those minions. See? This turret is getting value. It's just being annoying to her right now. And they can't get close. And then by her taking the time to move over there, that kind of screwed them a little bit. Now we need to move back. Once this comes down, you should always retreat, because now they're going to have control over the area by putting that down temporarily. Just retreat. The Tracer keeps dying. I shouldn't rage at the Tracer. Yeah, only 4 deaths. I died once, you know, I can't really say much. My death should be 0. But that's a #1 rule about quick match. Don't put yourself in a position that you're taking damage. You shouldn't be dying, and you shouldn't be at a risk of getting jumped by 3 guys. You should always be watching the map and seeing where people are. I'm putting the bomb there just to zone people out. I want to, as soon as possible, get another turret up in a good spot. We're in a bit of a... They managed to beat us on that as well, unfortunately. But also, we're doing a pretty good job of pushing both lanes. They lost one of their keeps. So we're doing pretty well. Again, it's because the Abathur is really, really focusing the lanes. And then I'm telling everybody to get to 20 as soon as we can. And then we'll be able to get the next objective for sure. Once we get that advantage, there's not much they're going to be able to do. We should push this so that we can just keep getting catapults to just keep pushing the lane. We should be getting these right before the objective spawns. The next objective is going to be right around here. Here it is. We're going to get these giants. I'm going, I think, straight for the middle because I want to get 20, and then we got 20. So now we're going to be at a big advantage. We're pretty much going to get this for sure. It's possible for them to beat us, but it's just not likely. And then I'm here putting down the turrets. I'm putting them as far out of reach, but in a position where they can still hit. I'm going to put down a bomb right here. Done. They're done. And I'm just keep putting turrets so they can't get close. We get the next objective, and that's it. It's GG. You can see at the time now, 18 minutes, and it took us a while to get that objective, but we kept maintaining map advantage, even though we were losing objectives. They got 5 objectives, I think, right? Or 4. They got 4 objectives. We only got 3, so they got 1 more than us, and we beat them pretty handedly because we maintained map advantage throughout the fight, and again, keeping our deaths really low. We have 14 versus their 9. So overall, just some incredible sieging on our part, mostly by our Abathur. Their Tychus did an incredible amount of sieging and damage. Their Tychus did quite a bit. Their Alarak and their Tychus were both pretty good. Our Rhaegar was quite good too, and he got some kills. I didn't get any kills, unfortunately, but I feel like I really helped in those team fights. I maintained zone control and made it really difficult for them to engage. And that is it. So, guys, I hope you guys liked that Gazlowe game. Quick match, I mean, it's a great... Quick match is great. You know, even if you're a low-skilled player that's a little new to the game, you definitely want to give it a try. Because there are a lot of really easy heroes that aren't too intensive to play. Gazlowe is one of them, but you still kind of have to know the game. You have to know, you can't just jump in, especially. You need to be able to identify how much damage the other team has. If they have no tanks, if they have no front line, but like a huge back line, that means it's basically all glass cannons where the damage is just going to be absurd. So you just need to be able to know that, and then you need to know how to cater your playstyle to that. So with my Gazlowe, a lot of people with Gazlowe like to go for the basic attacks. Basic attacks is great on Gazlowe, but you can't do it all the time. How do I get out of here? No. Quick replay. Basic attacks is not always good. Robo-Goblin. Because you need to be able to figure out... You need to ask yourself, am I going to be able to come in there and punch all the time to get value? Can you get value out of this? That's a question you have to ask yourself. So from here, the way they're gathered up and they didn't want to get hit and all that stuff, Grav-O-Bomb is the better choice. And yeah, I did pick incorrectly. I picked Salvager cooldown when I should have picked Mana Restoration. Then I'd be at low HP. Then I'd be able to stay into the fight for much longer. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys like that Gazlowe game, and I will be back with some more heroes. Again, yeah, quick match heroes, the ones to start playing heroes in. Heroes like Gazlowe, Nazebo, a lot of characters that I play, which are point-and-click characters. They have click abilities that rather than skill shots. So Uther, Varian, Karazim, one of my favorites. Thrall is a very good one. Falstad is pretty easy. There's plenty of easy characters to play, and then yeah, I will catch you guys later.